Doja Cat has been one of the biggest breakout names in pop music over the past couple of years. She kind of got piled in with your Megan Thee Stallions and your Cardi B's almost a little bit, but it really came quite apparent very quickly that she wasn't just an artist who was here to rap. She does all kinds of things. She's a pop artist, she does R&B as well. There's quite a few genre-bending tracks on this very album here, and maybe she wasn't just, you know, the one-note kind of artist that people kind of painted her to be initially, but she's proven to be fairly versatile. I mean, the quality of the genres she dabbles in is questionable, but, you know, she gives it a go, and that's all you can ask for. I remember not being the biggest fan of Hot Pink, the album, but the track Say So really stood out to me at the time. And you can go back to my review, but I remember even saying that it had hit potential written all over it, and I was surprised it wasn't like the big single that was topping the charts. Little did I know, months down the line, it became that song. It became that bitch. It really did become that bitch. And it's not often I get predictions like that right, but when I get them right, I do kind of have a little, yeah, you got it, Ryan, you got it. And Planet Her has a few tracks along that kind of same summery pop vibe, not the whole way through, and I am afraid to say that we have a case of that one song being a pop banger and everything else being a throwaway album. That was a very long kind of like quotation album, but hopefully you totally understand what I mean, because this is very much that exact kind of album. I kind of spoiled this review at the start by saying, you know, she's versatile but doesn't necessarily do everything she tries all that well. That's really what this album ends up being, just very much dibble-dabbling in different things, and everything just feels just a bit meh. Like, it's just so underwhelming, the whole thing. Everything down to the features as well. When I saw the feature list, I was like, this album could be really good. I'm looking forward to this. I think Doja Cat could kill it here. Ariana, she got Ariana on here. She got Young Thug. Thugger, she got a Thugger feature. Thug will do any feature, to be fair. If he gets paid, I think he'll do it. But I love that man. I love Thugger, and I saw his name, thinking, yeah, let's go. The Weeknd is on here. My God, The Weeknd, and every one of those songs, to me, was just really meh. The track Payday with Thugger, the boy himself, the man himself. His verse is just really questionable to me. He just sounds like he's throwing in these weird isms in his voice. That works so well for him and has established him as such a unique rapper. But he just kind of sounds annoying on this one, actually. And Doja herself sounds at points like she's trying to be Grimes in a really weird way, and she does this thing a lot with her voice across this entire album, where she's kind of just singing in a normal tone, and then she kind of just like breaks out these little weird like, and every time my penis shrinks, it just does. What can I say? It's a sad day for me, because I've listened to the album multiple times. So, you know, we're talking small now. I Don't Do Drugs is just a really meh song generally. There's no fire to the vocal performances here. Like I say, you'd think a bit more coming from an Ariana feature. Not that she's the most amazing feature artist anyway. Like, I do think there is probably something to be said in that. She's not someone that I think brings a lot to a featured song. A good example is actually Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. I don't think she adds anything to that track. If anything, I think she detracts from it. And this is a track here where you just expect something more. And again, there's just not really a lot being delivered. And then the track with The Weeknd is just really typical R&B, slow moving, like vibey shit that I think I've heard far too much now, honestly. I need a better vocal performance to sell this kind of song. And you usually would get something like that from The Weeknd, but not really here. I'm not hearing it. Then there's the tracks where she's trying to do other things as well. Woman, which has this like kind of like dance hall, tropical inspired like reggaeton beats that a lot of non-Latin artists want to try and do in their music, and every time it happens it just sounds a bit cringe. Not really lyrically any good either. The track after it that comes right after Naked is like a similar beat but not as like toned up, and again just typical lyrics here. Just, you know, you get the point of the song by just reading the name of the song. It's not really all that sexy either, which isn't helping its cause. Yeah, like there's just so much on this album that I'm just left feeling so underwhelmed with. It truly is one of those albums that has one great track and everything else can throw away. That one great track you can probably work out is the song you've heard all over TikTok, you've heard wherever you're going out and about, Kiss Me More. I think this is a really good track. I think the scissor feature is good as well. It's just such a great crafted pop song. The hook is incredibly catchy, the beat is great, Doja's got a lot of character to her voice that sells the song. It's just so good. I was shocked the first time I heard it. I was just like, wow, this is like really well produced, incredibly memorable, just a fun track. Not amazing lyrically. I think lyrically it's probably the weakest aspect, but when Doja's just bringing all this personality, you can excuse the lyrics because she sounds really good. And it's almost like she doesn't know her own strength, because Get Into It Yeah just once again has these really annoying vocal inflections that I just don't know where she's bringing these out of. I don't know if it's just encouraged by the people around her, because again, it's like unique, it's a bit wacky, it's a bit quirky. People perhaps want it in her fan base, like they want that kind of wackiness in her music. But I think she's just overdoing it, and it feels forced actually. Like that's whenever I hear her do these weird like I just think she's forcing it out. Love to Dream though is actually one of the most restrained tracks, and while she's not the best singer in pop music, I don't think she thinks that, and I don't think any of her fans would say that she is either, but I think she just sounds really nice here. This is not really a track I can fault in terms of vocals. There's no weird little isms that she's trying to like, you know, scratch you with. She's just here singing and she sounds nice. I'm not really a big fan of Need to Know either. This was the other single that she dropped a few weeks back, I think. I think the hook here isn't as grating as some of the weird voices that she throws out, but I don't know, it just doesn't really sound very catchy. It kind of sounds like it's sucking the life out of you. I need to know, yeah. I don't know what it is about it, but it just sounds really like effortless, like there's just no effort being put into the vocals. I can't really describe it, but again, not playing to her strengths. The beat, the instrumental here isn't speedy enough for her style. I think she should stick to more tracks like Kiss Me More, because these are the tracks that she does best. Say So was similar too. I mean, it's got that synthy, you know, upbeat pop instrumental, similar-ish to Kiss Me More. And these are two tracks that I think she'll probably end up being remembered for in the long run, because I think if she keeps dropping albums of this quality, that longevity is going to disappear very quickly. I also just wanted to wrap up with the track Ain't Shit. Really annoying track once again. Can't stand her vocals here. Lyrically just sounds very bitter and a bit annoying. Maybe she's making a point in some where on this track, which reminds me a bit of Ash Nico, where it just sounds like you're moaning, and if there's any point to what you're saying, I can't pay attention to it because you're just moaning. But I also want to point out this song because the beat, I don't know if she sampled it, but it sounds so much like Super Rich Kids by Frank Ocean and Earl Sweatshirt. If anyone else has caught that, let me know, because I need to know if I need to know, I need to know if there is some kind of sampling going on here, because they sound really similar to me. And that's kind of where I want to end it anyway. I have just basically summed it up by saying, you know, this album's not great. There's not a lot of great tracks here, and I think she's gonna fizzle out if she keeps dropping this kind of quality. Long are the days gone where she was giving us bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow. Like, I think she needs a bit more of an angle to come from. I think she needs more of a structured album that has more of a clear-cut sound. And if she's going to be this versatile pop singer, she's going to have to increase the quality, because like I say, she's dabbling in and out of different things, and the quality is very, very mixed. It really is. I am not really into this. 5 out of 10 from me, that is my verdict. But if you might like this in the comments, I'd love to see what you guys think. Would love to see what you guys think. I did just say that, but let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what I should review next as well. A busy week for albums. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I've got a lot of work to be doing this week. So yeah, a lot of albums. I'm going to try reviewing as much as I can. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you have a good day. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. Don't get too mad at me if you love this album. Just be fair. It's an opinion. Thank you. Have a good day and goodbye.